The flood, there was a flood probably in about 48, somewhere around there. I remember that the street down by the high school there at the bottom of the hill on State Street was flooded, was underwater. That was a lot of water at that time. I think there was about 48. It was before I was out of high school.
The flood of 1986 occurred from the results of a rainfall on September 10th and 11th. Records show that during the month of September, the city had a record rainfall. During that month, 19.5 inches of rain fell.
We had about 5 days of rain. They said it went anywhere from a 250-year flood to a 500-year flood. I was never quite sure. I know there was a hell of a lot of rain. And it destroyed about, as I recall, it was around 85 structures on the road system was washed out at that time. And I always remember I was quizzed on where were we going to start first, and I said, it all depends where I can get material first. I said, I can't give you a list. I said, we'll do them as fast as we can, and we'll start wherever I can, whatever materials available that I can get from the manufacturers.
It is estimated that damage within the city topped $2 million. There were streets that were washed out, those particularly North Michigan Avenue, Hemlock Street, Pine Street, River Street. It also collapsed the Brookside Dairy Freeze, which was located along Mitchell Creek on North Michigan Avenue.
I remember grabbing my camera one day and just heading around the county and just documenting some of the flood damage. I was down in Rogers Heights at the dam when a member from Consumers Power came up to me and asked me if I would document each one of the dams. So I went around and did that, and I remember Hardy was probably the scariest. I remember walking down through it, and it just kind of groaned and creaked and made all sorts of noises that were pretty scary. And remember being at the bottom of that and just watching all that water come out. It was kind of cool, I thought it was, but then the worker that I was with tapped me on the shoulder and said, I think it's time we get the hell out of here. And, you know, at that point, I guess reality kind of set in, and it dawned on me just how scary this actually could have been. But that was my experience of the flood.